three types of Copilot agents, and most people know just one. But in today's video, I'm going to show you all of them. And by the end of the video, you will have full power of agents inside VS Code. And we also will create custom agents that could act as sub-agents. If you want to know all of this, please watch this video until the end because it will be really cool. And if you are ready, then let's get started. Before we start work with the agents, I recommend you do these things. Update VS Code to the latest version. Open the settings of VS Code and type chat agent. Then in the settings, enable third-party coding agents, background agent, Cloud agent. All of this you should do inside VS Code. Another things that you can enable is agent skills and integrated browser agent tools. We won't cover integrated browser agent tool in this video, but I recommend you to enable it because your testing agent could utilize this tool inside its flow. There are three main agents you need to know: local agents, Copilot CLI or background agent, Cloud agent, and another is the third-party agents like Claude and Codex. All of these are available under one Copilot subscription. Once you enabled everything, you will see all of these agents inside the chat window, bottom right corner. Let me briefly explain you about use case of each agent, and then we will build our custom agent we can use inside VS Code or inside Copilot CLI. First type of agent is a local agent. It runs interactively inside VS Code or Copilot CLI, has strong workspace awareness. This agent based for fast backend for tasks. For instance, you can use local agent when you do brainstorming to understand the code base, when you want to run multiple sessions at the same time, for example with different models, and then pick the session from the model that performed the best. Currently, VS Code support multiple sessions, so you can safely run multiple sessions for example planning or review or other tasks that are not changing the code base. The next one is a background agent, Copilot CLI. Run autonomously on your machine, works in the background while you keep coding or do other tasks with local agent. You also can run multiple background agents in parallel because these agents work on the different branches. The ideal scenario to use them when you have well-defined tasks. For instance, when you have the plan, you can ask the background agent to execute the plan. Or when you have specific bug that you want to fix, you can ask background agent to fix it for you. And the good thing is everything will happen at the background. It means you can continue work on your code base and using local agents at the same time. The next one is a cloud agent. In order to use cloud agent, repository should be on the GitHub. This agent will be running remotely. So once you start it, you can safely close your laptop and go to another computer, continue task from there. All the changes, all the work will be on the cloud. This is super useful because your local environment will stay free, perfect for collaborations. Everything will be directly on GitHub. So other members of the team can continue your work so they don't have to waiting for you. And the last one is a third-party agents. Now under Copilot, you can select Codex or Claude and delegate some tasks to those agents. Which one should you use? This simple decision model, quick back and forth, planning, debugging, use local agent, autonomous execution while you keep working, use Copilot CLI, need collaboration, PR, issue assignment, mode execution, use cloud agent. And if you have specific preference, you can use Codex or Claude. If you are working with multiple agents, to make sure one agent doesn't do everything, try to assign the right task for the right agents. And if you don't want to do it manually, VS Code, Copilot support custom agents. Custom agents are specialized agents you create for a specific role or workflow. You can create code reviewer, front-end specialist, doc writer, orchestrator, tester, and so on. And all of these custom agents will be available under the agent menu in the Copilot chat. All of them could have their own tools and skills, models and roles, and different rules to hand over. You can create your own agents. You can use this library. You can download and install pre-existing agents you can utilize in your workflow. You also can customize them as needed because all of these are simple markdown files with specific instructions. I will leave a link to this repository under the description for this video, so you can explore and install the agents you want. If you don't want to use pre-existing agents, you can create your own. Simply open VS Code. At the bottom right corner, you'll see agent dropdown. This dropdown, you can select different agents. And the last option allows you to create your own agent. You can create it from scratch, or you can generate it with the help of Copilot. In order to create one, please select Create New Sub-Agent. Then select the location of the folder where do you want to store it. You can store it globally or under specific provider, for example, for Codex, Claude, or or Copilot, then you need to give the name for the agent. For example, you can call it front-end developer. After that, Copilot will give you a simple MDX file with YAML format at the top, can specify a description of the agent, the models you want it to use, the tools that it has access to, and set of specific instructions. After that, save the file and you will see your agent at the bottom right corner in the agent drop-down menu. If you don't want to create agent from scratch, you want to use Copilot for help, let's choose generate agent and in chat provide the sum instruction if you want, and then hit the enter button. And after about a minute, Copilot will create for you custom agent. In this way, it's faster. You will have kind of one template that you can improve further, or you can leave that agent as is. Usually creation of the agent this way takes up to a minute. And once Copilot is done, you will see the agent in the drop-down menu in the same location as in the previous step. All your agents will be available there. Like I mentioned earlier, you can create agents per projects or per tools. So all of this depends on the location where you store your agents files. But don't worry, if you create the agent locally inside the repository, you always can copy and paste them to other repositories if needed. So now I have these two agents that I can use inside VS Code, or I can use them in Copilot CLI. You want to use them in Copilot CLI? It's easy. Simply open the terminal window, start the Copilot inside your project and type /agent. To that hit the enter. We can write list and you will see all your custom agents. You can see I have backend developer, front-end developer, and I can create the one inside Copilot CLI as well. In super simple, choose the create, then select the location inside the project or under the user profile. Then select how do you want to create it with Copilot or manually. After that, give the description for the agent and hit the enter. And then after a minute or so, you will have new agent inside Copilot CLI and the same agent will be available inside the VS Code. So actually it doesn't matter how you create these agents. You can use them in both tools. So as you could see, now I have 3 agents inside Copilot CLI. So easy and so simple. If you want to install existing agents from the repository that I provide, simply open the repository to agent folder and inside the folder select the agents you want and download this MD file. Simply click at this download icon and then paste this file inside the folder where you store your agents. If it's for the repository, copy it to its repository agent folder, and if it's for profile, copy it to the profile folder. And now you will see new agent and the agent dropdown in the right hand corner. So you don't have to restart the VS Code or Copilot CLI. It will automatically will be appeared there. The biggest advantages of using sub agents, custom agents, because your main agents, for example, Orchestrator, automatically assign different tasks to different agents. And it means all the agents will have their own context window. All the agents will do just one task. Let me show you some simple example, like Orchestrator agent, and give it a task to create for me a simple game, Tic-Tac-Toe game in this folder. So in this example, if I had plain agent, the plain agent will do the task first, then hand off the task to the front-end agent. There is a backend stuff. Then front-end agent pass the work to backend agent. After that, it's pass the task to the tester and the task will be done. So all of this work will be done by 3-4 different agents automatically. And it's a huge advantage for the context window, but also for the clarity, because each agent will work at the specific task. And after all the agents are finished their work, I will have working game that already tested. All I need, just do the final test or improvement if needed. And as you could see, this is my simple game. It's working fine and it's done by 3 different agents. Of course, you can do it just with one agent. For this small task, we don't need 3 different agents, but just try to get used to use multiple agents and different agents for specific tasks. I think it's a very good skill to have. And that's it. As you could see, it's so cool. Different agents, different things, and all you can do inside VS Code. If you like this video, please click like. If you don't like this video, it's okay. You still click like, but share with me your feedback and comments below. Thank you so much for your watching this video until the end. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.